John Boadu, the former General Secretary of MPP, ono free homa, Justin from Ponkodia, GFK, ebedi na ade no. Odensem bia toja. Eden na John Boadu of Ajebi. Oka. Aha, Lotson TV. Follow you, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, and share. Which means I'm following all social media handles: TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Which means I'm following other channel and see Lotson TV Pro Max. Following this here. Now somebody mentioned Mundi. Yeah, two abaniwi ya. Not more than 16 hours. And the presidential candidates for the MPP, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumiah, eba out be concede defeat. Chile se pe omo data and calculations no. Omo hunu se the every constituencies aka no be kan ho no kra be kan ho. Still John Dramani Mahama or won it decisively until we concede defeat. If you don't hunu se parliamentary seat akana no omunya quality nyi ye no so no NDC for bebre ye EC house ye threaten EC personnel ye hunu bi mo ye say nti ema no bibia ho even up to now court na order ama baby no omuntimi quality na so mo declare falsely ye force wo mo declare ma obi no omo san kotena se ma EC for no can ye did the correct figures and the when ye ebeto abonta and okra still enjoy now way John Kennedy say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiah open hodo or consider defeat early no nanka efe eye. That's the beauty of democracy. But adi adanka positive no amount for am than negative until next time no until say all parliamentary declarations no be ready no quality be area no and ni kwan say obi concede defeat so early said the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiah no adafo mama yenko tie John Boadu but answer na yen hwe ba bia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiah concede defeat said you see kan ye the concede defeat no yenko yes video see me no bra
keep watching Mofantola TV. Keep watching, don't change it. Keep watching, don't change it. Keep watching, don't change it. And one Lawson TV.
And gentlemen of the media, following yesterday's presidential and parliamentary elections, Ghanaians at home and abroad have been sitting on tenterhooks awaiting the outcome of the election. Let me say that the data from our own internal collation of the election results indicate that former President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has won the presidential election decisively. The NDC has also won the parliamentary election, even though we await final collation for a number of seats. However, I believe ultimately that these will not change the overall outcome. I have just called His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to congratulate him as President-elect of the Republic of Ghana. I said during the signing of the Peace Pact that I was sure of two things. Ghana will win and peace will reign. The people of Ghana have spoken. The people have voted for change at this time, and we respect that decision with all humility. I thank God Almighty for how far He has brought me, and I submit to His will. I am making this concession speech before the official announcement by the Electoral Commission to avoid further tension and preserve the peace of our country. It is important that the world investor community continues to believe in the peaceful and democratic character of Ghana. These are our most important assets. Ghana is more important than our individual political ambitions, and we must always put Ghana first. While this was not our desired outcome, I say this is part of the democratic process.
You have to about 140 polling stations. Now when you're 110 out of 140, who could declare? Or declare a winner? I believe one not, as we speak now. Practicing in our pink sheet, and this is pink sheet, they also own. The Electoral Commission pink sheet are one. You could try a jar to the whole building. I say near money now. Yeah, dear pink sheet, you crown. I can be a 4 out of 5. Yes, you can boom. If we are winning seats, no, but record the war, oh my shit, the whole Electoral Commission. Oh, also, dear, or some from back. A clear crowd can't copies of the pink seat, no, and this is for someone to moon and to water, and don't see to me declare. The going forward, no, they are to back. Until say, you declare all the polling stations and the parliamentary candidates, no, who are presidential candidates, they are of a concede. Coming who are fair. Fair. We are to have results in Yam by Electoral Commission by tension war. And no, you're tension in Bradford, and no more be negative for us. There are a lot of the analysis of the constituencies. You may well know that even we may have won like 120 or 140. Because first, you can't quit and Anambra.
Yeah.
What about Miom? What about Tamale? Who say, Omo to me original hoye, Omo na Omo ako parliament da, Omo nim there is be election city. They are feeling of a contest video, teachings are Omo na. The experience was ideal, not only at the national level, at a parliamentary level. Usually, Sir Patrick Bawumiah, a friend is saying, I'm not on prayer. I'm not on prayer. I'm not on prayer. Tema Central. And a lot of the places that have one south, east, and west. Abuasi East. Yes, the MPs no, I experience and mature that. Okay, teaching one and the analysis you see say a lot of the constituencies are, and this is one declare more no, because of intimidation and duress of the East, you know, who won't say maybe I'm here winning there. Nti anya den kra etuma yi nyama emotions ba form ne kan ye ho no kra e di no kra ma ye ho anya se me purpose na me kikan sam gu menua ho me kikan sam akase because me purpose the onye me so aye the mean to me ya me si betumi aye Mumfama me betumi aye. Ese ma obede no aye.
But Uncle man be we you say a returning officer. Now we him say declaration a wo ye no enye papa. Now I'm out for dinner was doing that declaration.
You are sitting in the comfort of your studio, air conditioning ball. Easy, maybe I'm a tea. Easy, but me say, returning officer, and should have resisted it. Now, go for it, we didn't cry to grandma. Police, Johnny. For the first time in our history, Minty Bigrada said the army issued a statement. Say elections, back polling station or a responsibility of the police. Now, the being a responsibility of the army before. But the army serve as complementary security. And their presence evokes fear and order. And it's the army who issues that statement. I say, you see, Jata, onim Jata. Onim Jata.
Minimpa.
Jata would have hokrano. Fear, you throw no saying. Ujaya Osias. So, under such condition, under gun knife point, police a gunny. I any Ghana electoral commission for court order I say go police. Yes, yeah. Police say they cannot protect lives and property. Now police a gunny. Opponents to security be a free for all by the NDC. Now electoral official Ubeka 110 out of 140 no won't declare. From judges now so the way bow where you say a pipiao a threaten you move your friend is saying it's a woman dodgy. We can almost ties in them.
Yeah.
Call electoral commission for the young Johnny. Ya come few in season come to move. Yeah. We electoral official and overtra honor ba. Abebumo. And you know that mean for to electoral commission no crack. Mean for to no under such conditions. No. But I could draw I was say me pa boni 17 o man take your kind. But say 110 out of 140 polling stations now you this. And by that we declare this winner. The government I would say your kind and also a board crowd couldn't pray for. Yeah, because of Bonnie. And had a member of parliament standing there. I can't 110 out of 140, which me declare there. I don't fault the electoral official at all. Total security breakdown. No beer anywhere. Because I could do it. I could do it. I would go so grab one thing. We are on the whole building. The whole building. We are getting into a dangerous area. I remember your politics, no. You also yeah, papa, no. I had that, you know.
Other for editing same Habobo ya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiah. And so Eddie in Chirimwaba, the entire a man considered defeat early. And yana boneso. Nemum ne yintia. Yankoni Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiah. ne nkyere mu ne reasons nti a ɛma a ɔconcede early defeat. Nkotibra.
My whole focus was service. Once I saw the results, and it was clear we were not winning this particular election, I thought it was not good to leave the country under tension for any length of time. In fact, by 3 a.m., we knew that we had lost the election. The Electoral Commission was going to take a few days to get to that conclusion, but our own collation, the data that we got from all the polling stations, was clear that we were not going to win this election. And so the question was, should we wait for the Electoral Commission to go through its processes and then announce in a few days' time, or do I go out immediately? There were different opinions, but I made the decision that it was better to go out. At 3 a.m., it was a bit early. People were sleeping. So I decided that we'll do it at 9 a.m. On Sunday morning. And so we gathered the press, and then I made my announcement that morning to say, my opponent had won decisively, and we are conceding the election. And I think that that helped bring down the tension in the country and help the process of the transition. I made that early concession to preserve our peace in Ghana, because otherwise we could have had many, incidents of violence across, and I could see the potential. And so I thought by an early concession, everybody would relax, the winners would relax, and we who had lost would also understand that we had lost. So that was it. And it was also very important that our democracy should be respected. The democracy is about respecting the will of the people. You may think you are right, but the people may express a different view. And so once the people say, this is what we want, that is it. It's no ifs or buts. You accept the will of the people. And that is it. So for me, it was very simple, because the people had expressed their views by voting in one direction, and we had to accept it. There was no other issue around that particular expression. Then, I was also very concerned about the economy, because that foreign investment is very key to this country's economic growth. Any incidents of instability destroys confidence of foreign investors in any economy. And we have been trying to resuscitate this economy since COVID and all of that. And it was just too critical a time to allow instability into our country. It would deter. It takes a long time to recover confidence if it is lost. And I thought it was very, very important that we make sure that there is stability in Ghana, so that foreign investment and all the programs that we've initiated, there will be confidence, and that will continue, so that we can build this economy, even if it's under a new government. Then I was concerned about security in the sub-region. Any instability in Ghana, gives, succor to the terrorists in our sub-region. They will find reason to be here. And so it was very, very important, for the sake of the security of Ghana, to really emphasize and prioritize our stability and peace here. We thought that if any violence ensued, it will be negative for the security of Ghana and for the sub-region. So these were the reasons behind my early concession. I did it But then after that, it seemed like a bigger deal than I thought it was. But many people seem to appreciate it. And many people in Ghana seem to really appreciate it.